gap. And I know, by the way, I know we're going way over the top here, but this is what I like to do. I know I could literally just ignore all the bottom. Welcome back to the workbench, where we try to make things. What we're continuing to try to make today is Revell's Ford FD-100 pickup, the Foose design kit they put out a while back, and we're doing this quite a bit different. If you'd like to get caught up on all those differences, there's always a playlist down in the description where you can get completely caught up to where we are right now. And where we are right now is actually working on the chassis and the running gear, but mainly the chassis. And I think what we need to do, I think the idea I have right now with this build is we need to have, well, a plan. We need to have a plan. And really, I think really what we need is a schedule. So what I'm going to try to do is set a goal to hit by the end of the week. And for this week, it's to finish out the chassis. So let me go ahead and flip this over so you can kind of see what we got going. If you remember right, before we just had kind of this back half of the chassis. We kind of built out the chassis and then cut it in half because all we're going to be using is this back half now. But that's not the case anymore. I think I didn't like how the back half just came to an abrupt end right at the what is the Bronco floorboard that we put in this. So what I've done now is I went ahead and went back to the chassis that we had built before, the front half of it, cut out, well, actually I can show you, basically just cut it at where it started to turn, where it started to turn north. I just cut it right there. And then I'm using those pieces, just basically gluing them into this floorboard that we put in. So it gives us back, which is one thing's kind of nice. It gives us back our supports for our running boards. So that I think that looks good. And then it also, let me get this to fit in how it should. If I can get the back half of the chassis in there, there we go. It's going to give us the continuation of our chassis from the rear forward. I will blend these in, fill these gaps here, but I also need to, if you remember right, I need to build out the rest of the floorboard. So that's going to kind of go in here also, to finish out to the cab. The problem is this part is on the chassis, but I need to finish out to the back of the cab. So I'm going to have to put these two pieces together right where they go, and then I'll build that out, and then make the connection between this frame piece and this frame piece. So it looks like all one frame piece. Makes sense. But yeah, so basically all I had to do, well, I say all I had to do, it's really not complicated. It just took a while. I had to take this frame rail, this piece of frame rail, and just I slowly shaved it down till I got it to where it needed to be to match up with these frames. Otherwise, this stood way high because it was sitting on top of the floorboard here. So it would stand up real high. So I had to shave it way down till it met up with this frame rail. And I just did that on both sides. And I'd like to point out, I did go ahead and leave the battery box in on this side, just kind of as a detail. We can say, okay, because our batteries are actually going in the back here, if you remember right. But I just left that in as a detail, but I did have to cut a notch into it. So we have, you probably can't even see it. There's a raised portion, right? This portion of the floorboard, which you can't even see, is actually raised. So I had to kind of notch it to make it fit. It's hard to, you probably can't even see it, but to make it fit down flush, I had to notch that. So it was a little bit, it would have been easier probably just to cut that out. But I don't know, I like it as a detail, because the other thing we need to talk about, well, before I move on, all this is going to get cleaned up, by the way. It's still a little rough. I clean it all up. That's why I sprayed it with some high fill primer. So now I can kind of see. So I've got a lot of CA glue I need to go in and kind of clean up. I got to clean this up here. I'll just go in there with, by the way, yeah, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but so see like this CA glue that's in here that's built up, because I like to go in with some thick CA glue and just fill those gaps, just glob it in there. And then I'll come in with a file, with a triangular file or whatever, and just file that out. You can file it down nice and clean. Same with here where I glued up the running boards. We'll clean all that up, but that's to come. That's no big deal. That's easy. But I did want to mention, so I was talking about leaving the battery box. What we don't have at the moment is a gas tank. And I thought, so if I put the cab kind of back in place where it goes, we kind of get this double floorboard situation going on, right? That's kind of how this is working. And in fact, if I put This stuff is so hard to hold together. I should have taped it. Usually I'll use some painter's tape to tape all this together. If I put the rear end back in, if you remember right, the whole idea was to kind of tuck away the drive shaft, kind of hide the drive shaft in between the two layers. I don't know if I'm going to go that route. I thought I'd get your input because it would be really easy. I could go in and cut out this section here. Can you see where that's at? This section in the middle, and then just wall it up, to up to the bottom of the interior tub. That way the drive shaft would show. I kind of like it tucked away. I don't know. I thought I'd see what you guys thought. Leave this piece. When I say this piece, it's do I have, yeah, this, where's a pencil? So leave this in here or remove it, I guess is the question. I'm kind of at the point of leaving it right now. I kind of like the idea of the drive shaft tucking away, but in a practical sense, it doesn't make a lot of sense because we could just say, hey, so our gas filler is on this side, right? We could just say, oh, hey, there's a gas tank in there, right? There's a gas tank underneath there, the way we have it right now. But that's kind of impractical. What if you had a gas tank issue? Like, how do you get it out? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's literally trapped in there. Now you can always have access from the interior. Like most modern cars, to get to the fuel pump that's on the fuel tank, you have an access from inside the car, a little door that you can pull out, and then you can get to your fuel filter and fuel pump, I think, is usually there too. But how would you access the gas tank itself? Because it wouldn't be accessible. So my thought was, where did it go? Let me find it over here. I have the gas tank from the Bronco. Do we just try to maybe incorporate that in somehow, just kind of tuck it in? Like, so I could just cut this all way down to where we just have this top layer here and then cut it down in size also, and just have like, it would work. It would sit right in here pretty well. Like I could cut it down to where I could just slide this top. Let me see if I can explain better. I can cut this way down like here. You know what I mean? Where we just have this little thin sliver. Cut it to also fit. See how it kind of matches that shape right there? So I could cut wherever the frame rail is, which would probably be right in here-ish, right? So I could cut it like that. And then we'd have this little thing that could slide in right in underneath these, underneath those. And then, yeah, it looks like I'd have to cut it here also. And so we'd basically just have this sitting in there to represent, and it kind of would fit in that little knot. That would work. It would represent our gas tank that's in there, right? The only problem is our filler's on this side. And I can't, with that battery box there and with the shape of this, I can't make it happen on this side. So my next thought was, what if I'll just fill the filler. we'll fill the filler, and then maybe we'll work something in on the inside, like the old school, or I don't know. We could figure out a filler for the gas tank, but I think that's a good option, just to have that gas. And I know, by the way, we're going way over the top here, but this is what I like to do. I know I could literally just ignore all the bottom, shove the wheels up in there wherever I want them, so it'll just sit on the ground, right? We could do that. That's easy, and just say, oh, well, nobody will ever see the bottom of the car, right? So who cares? No, I want you to be able to pick this thing up and go, oh my goodness, this is a working vehicle. This is completely engineered that it could work. Now, everything's gonna be glued in place, like the wheels are gonna be glued. It won't work. You won't even be able to roll it on the ground. But, so if somebody was to pick this up and go, hey, where's the gas tank? This is I don't buy it. Where's the gas? You know what I mean? So I think that's what I'll probably do to get a gas tank is I'm going to cut this down where it'll just slide right in there. We'll glue it in place. I'm going to go ahead and fill that. And then maybe we'll move it to the driver's side. Maybe I'll just try to, I don't know. We'll figure out a way to add a filler for the gas tank. But anyways, let me know what you think. I definitely want to know what you think about this piece in here, do we cut this out and then wall, I'd build a wall that goes right on either side, a tunnel. I'd build a tunnel that goes on either side here. Still need to build out the front, obviously. This is going to get completely built out. So you have a flat piece all under here. Got to build out this is all hopefully the plan is to get this all done this week, build out the inner fenders and all of that. But we got to get the basics in first, and that's the chassis itself. So let me know what you want to do with this, what you would do. What about let me know on the gas tank. What do you think about that? Got a lot of work to do. got a lot of work to do because I really do want to get this done this week. The whole chassis. Here's my plan. Because unfortunately now the chassis is kind of part of the chassis now, right? So I need to also get this Frenched in because I want to get this painted by the end of the week, this half, and then we can work on the cab. Finish out the cab, which is mainly just interior work. I think I'm sure something will come up, but yeah, I'd like to get this into paint. So I'm gonna have to get this light put in too, the tail light Frenched in. So that's the last of the body work, but the rest is just figuring out the chassis. So I gotta get this built in. We got to figure this part out. We got to put in however we're going to mount whatever mounting tabs or whatever we got to do for the airbags and for the shocks. So I've got a lot to do is what I'm getting at here. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the hype button, do all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube. I've got a ton of work to get to if we want to get this done by Friday. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.